Yes, so I am Matilda. So I told y'all before what I do. I'm one of the church. I'm in the church congregation. And I'm a part of a big organization that basically runs all the daycares and some of the church facility daycares that these targeted individuals bring their children to. Now, I had retold you guys earlier that my job is to reassure all the targeted individuals that cross our church congregation. I reassure them that this is a good service, this is a good community, that we are here to, uplift them and help them. Now, they not supposed to know that we are gang stalkers. That's the main reason why we, interact in these type of environments, is to make it seem like we're just regular people. So we try to be regular on a daily, but sometimes some of these folks, they get too carried away with the questions and asking us what we're doing, what do we do on our spare time. On my spare time, well, I'm gonna tell y'all now, I sits at home. I try to get as much sleep and rest in as I can, because being a gang stalker in such a big community and doing all these community events, it could tire one out. And as for me, I'm just a lonely person and I just don't have nothing to do with my life. So when they approached me about being in this type of ministry, is what we call it, I thought about it for not too long because the money seemed very good. Now, I know they say don't take a job because of the money, but when you're a gang stalker, you get pretty good pay at times if you do your job correctly. So me being that I'm such a church goer, I love to sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I sings in the choir and things, and then I tell these targeted individual families to bring their children to the choir rehearsals, and then we having, a little dinner and little snacks and stuff, because, them children like to eat. A lot of targeted individual families, they have 2-3 kids at one time, so we want to invite all of them, and so they could rest assured that this is a beautiful place of fellowship and love, and we let them know that we here for them, because who would have thought that when you go to church you'd be faced with gang stalkers and handlers, and the pastor's a handler. But I'm not supposed to say anything about that, because they tell me, Matilda, you stay in your place. And my place is to be in these little classrooms with these little children. Some of these little children say they feel something's going on and that somebody be following them. And I try to just talk to them in a nice tone like this. And I say, hey, tell me, little Timmy, what seems to be going on in your life? And sometimes they break down and they says things like, my mom is being followed by somebody. She says she don't know who. Or yesterday somebody came and stole my bike and took the chains off and put the bike back on the porch. These are some of the things that, the gang stalkers do. They have many varieties of gang stalkers. But this one that I'm a part of, the ministry is what we call it. I'm just here to justify the fact that they are here and they are alive, and we as a congregation and a ministry is here to help them. Some targeted individual families, they don't come back after they talk to me, and then I call for like a follow-up checkup and say, how come, y'all didn't come back to the church, or to the, we had a little parade or something for y'all to come. How come y'all didn't come back? They say, Matilda, something was wrong with you, and I was trying to figure it out, but they don't never really tell me, and I know them's the one that find out that maybe I was a gang stalker. But in the good eyes of the faith and what I'm doing, I'm not doing anything bad, because I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just one that's here to follow them and to make sure that they are in the right place at the right time, so that the other gang stalkers can do what they have to do, which is whatever they do. But so yes, if you guys want to come stop by my church, I guess apparently y'all gonna know that I'm a gang stalker. But for those of you who don't really know, I'm more than happy to have whoever, because after I goes home and I eats my little food, and I like my peas and my rice and sometimes some chicken or some mashed potatoes or something like that, I sit back and I go over my caseload and I see how many families I need to bring into the church. So then I have my little flyers. Excuse me. I have my little flyers and stuff, and I stand in the parking lot